So you take me back to, obviously the Full Surface era was crazy. You had 3 great bodies of work, hit records, all of that. What was it like running around in Arizona with DMX and Swizz Beatz in the early 2000s, bruh?
Yeah, it was dope, man. It was fun, man.
So for people who don't know, Swizz Beatz had kind of like planted his feet pretty heavy out in AZ. He was a part owner of like a car dealership, a nightclub. That's at the same time DMX is out there. And it was a lot of energy out there. And I'm from AZ, so I got to ask, like, because I know you were out there a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot of energy. I liked it. I mean, I was from Philly, man. So you've been to Philly. You see how it.
I just told Ness I've literally just rode a train through Philly from DC to New York, and I was telling him how we stopped in Chester at like one of the stops, and I looked outside and I was like, "What the fuck? Where are we at, bro?"
Yeah. Well, if you ever go to Philly, I mean, it's some nice parts, but the majority of the parts is like a big difference from Arizona. Right. So when I got over there and I seen how people living, how nice it is, and
right.
You know what I mean? How dope it was. And plus, I'm out there working on my music, so I got a different type of reception. Mm-hmm. So I was loving it, man. Swizz had the club. I was performing there. It was lit. It was turned.
What was it like being around DMX during that era of X? Because that was like, he was like in the desert with them ATVs, heavy, man.
Yeah, I actually went back to Arizona, too, like for my 3rd album. After I fought the case and I came home, I started working on a new project. I went to Arizona to do that before the accident. And that was the last time I was like really around X. Went to his crib, brought Dr. Benjamin to his house. Now, Dr. Benjamin was in the Belly movie with him, preaching to him and all of that. So then I bring him to X house and we all vibing out, chilling. And it was dope, man. X was in a positive zone. I was liking how he was, carrying it at that time. And one of the memorable moments is when he showed me this giant scorpion. We was riding past. He was on a 4-wheeler. We was in the car. He was leading us back out to the road to leave. And then he turned around. He said, "Yo, y'all want to see a scorpion?" And we like, yeah. And he took a rock and he threw it down. And it like made the scorpion tail come off, and he picked it up like this, and the poison was dripping, and he like, look, and that's
I heard his crib was like in Carefree, like deep, like.
Yeah, and that's how I remember them. Like he was just like he ain't give a fuck about nothing. He was just wild, but a good dude. So that's the last memory I remember with X in Arizona.
Yeah, busting the scorpion stinger off and.
yeah, with Dr. Ben, him and Belly, and the whole vibe. It was super dope.
Yeah, man, it's crazy because you've been a part of some historical movements in hip hop, man. So it's dope to kind of see you get this battle run in you. That's like you're like one of the it battlers now, and you're kind of like helping carry the scene now. So. I feel like it's just good to see, man. For you, how are you adjusting? Because you've been through so many eras of this music shit. Like, how do you adjust with the new wave, with a world in which TikTok is a big part of what breaks, and there's not a you have more of a direct line of communication with your fans now. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you feel like you're adjusting to the new era of this shit like pretty well?
Yeah, I mean. I don't gotta adjust. I'm living through it. You know what I mean? So, and I'm not stuck in my ways. Like I'm not stuck in the old ways or the old form of doing business. Like I move with however things are going. Yeah. And I got a team. I got sons. You know what I mean? Sons. A son that's 19, a son that's 14. Like they like super into technology and the new waves and what's going on. Yeah. So they put me on. I got a team myself that I do music with that's all different ages, like, you know what I mean? And all different places in their life that be putting me on. So that's how I'm able to stay on top of things. And I make sure I just stay on top of being dope and being a rapper. Yep. I got a team of people that'll figure out how I stay on top of technology.